$22.39 a month.
Hello and welcome to Asian Pacific America. I'm Robert Honda, your host for our show here on NBC Bay Area and Cozy TV. We have a fun show ahead with interesting topics and entertaining cultural performances. Now, growing up, I remember the Santa Clara Vanguard Drum and Bugle Corps, as well as the Vanguard Cadets Drum and Bugle Corps. They were legendary, and they were performing and dominating the world of precision drill teams. And the group has a rich tradition of including foreign exchange students from Asia. We will hear about that, as well as hear some cadets performing. Next, we meet Friends of Children with Special Needs, a group dedicated to helping children and adults with special needs thrive through integrated community involvement. Asian families face other difficult circumstances as well. How the group meets those challenges coming up. And we wrap up our show with the Island Reggae Festival coming up on the 4th of July. There will be a big lineup of music, including Hawaiian and Polynesian music. But organizers are here to tell us why the event is more of a cultural event than just a concert. And we will hear some great reggae music live in our studio. Now, growing up playing in school bands and orchestras, the saxophone, I became very aware of the Santa Clara Vanguard Drum and Bugle Corps, a famous award-winning precision marching unit and a friend to the Asian American community. Joining me right now is Clara Wong and members of the Vanguard Cadets. Thank you all for being here. Carl, give us an idea. First of all, a lot of people have heard about the Vanguard and the Cadets. Give us an idea in terms of the overview of what that organization is like.
Okay, so the Vanguard Cadets and the Vanguard A Corps, as we call them at the Cadet Corps, is a professional marching group, and we travel the country every summer, starting in California, and we move all the way over to Pennsylvania, come down south through Texas and Oklahoma, and we ultimately end up in Indianapolis for our finals championships.
Now, I told you before, I have a number of friends who are connected with the organization. Give us an idea of some of the accomplishments and some of the awards that you've won to give people an idea of how accomplished the group is.
Okay, so the Vanguard A Corps, the Santa Clara Vanguard, are 6-time world champions, and the Vanguard Cadet Corps are 3-time world champions.
Good. Give us an idea here in terms of this foreign exchange program. How did it get started? What's the idea behind it?
So when the Corps started in '67, there weren't a lot of Asian Americans affiliated with the Corps. But starting in the '90s, once the Corps started building up their reputation and they had a lot of their championships under them, a lot of people from Japan and Taiwan became interested. So in 1992, we had our first Taiwanese member come over and join and march in the Corps. And as of right now, the Santa Clara Vanguard A Corps, they have around 15 members from Japan and Taiwan. And this year, the Cadet Corps has our very first Japanese member, and we're very glad to have him.
Oh, that's great. Now, again, everybody benefits, not just the exchange students. Everybody benefits from this. Give us an idea in terms of how you got involved and what you get out of it and what you think these students get out from being involved.
So, as a freshman in the Homestead High School marching band, one of the seniors brought me over to the Vanguard Cadet Corps, and he brought me to a rehearsal, and I just really loved everything I learned. It's a whole different experience, and the number of things that I learned is just very valuable, and I'll always keep them with me.
Now, I know culturally in Japan, one reason why there's so much interest in this is the precision. And how much practice goes into what you do? How much dedication is involved?
So both groups rehearse 12 hours a day, every single day, starting from, the A Corps starts from mid-May, and then the Cadet Corps starts the first day of June. And from there, it's about 2.5 months to 3 months of rehearsal until mid-August.
What are we going to hear the cadets perform?
We will be playing If You Believe.
All right.
Yeah.
Carl, thank you very much. Thank you for all of you for being here.
Oh.
All right, let's hear it. We're going to hear the Santa Clara Vanguard Cadets Drum and Bugle Corps. Carl, take it away. Carl, thank you very much. That sounded
Thank you,
great.
Robert.
All right. The Santa Clara Vanguard Cadets Drum and Bugle Corps. Catch them when you can. It'll definitely be worth it. Now, coming up, friends of children with special needs. They won't be as loud, but their voices are being heard. That's up next.